Oh, hey man. This is Hong Long with Hong Long Wuxia. And today we are introducing a new Kung Fu style. That's right. A new Kung Fu style. So I got the idea for this. Actually, I had the idea for this over a year ago. And I just now got around to rewatching the movie so I could actually make this video. Anyway, it gave me renewed impetus in April to actually dig the movie out. It's been sitting on my nightstand for like 6 months now, 7 months. Because I found out that it was the 25th anniversary of the release of the movie. So in honor of that, and before the first of the year, I wanted to get at least the first section of this video in. So, and just to be clear, while some of this is tongue-in-cheek, the martial arts is real and it is effective. So that being said, let's talk about why this video needs to be made. All right, so many of you are probably not aware that one of the fastest growing religions, if not, no, actually for a while, I think for 2 or 3 years, it was the fastest growing religion in the world, was Dudism. There are now over 450,000 ordained ministers of, I'm not even sure what it's called, Church of the Dude, the Dudist Church. Anyway, I also want to make clear before we go any further that we here at Hong Long Wuxia do not support religion in any shape or form. We do, however, believe that everyone has the right to practice whatever religion they want, as long as the practice of that religion is not causing harm to someone else. So if your religion happens to be worshiping the severed leg of someone, yeah, we don't believe in that. Okay, but we do support the freedom of religion. That being said, Dudism is essentially a pacifist religion. And I mean, have any of you seen The Mission? I mean, missionaries tend to get a lot of flack, much of it deserved. I mean, however, that being said, I felt that there was need for the Dude ministers or Dudist ministers, as well as their lay people, to have some basic knowledge of self-defense when they're going about their business, because you know some people don't like laid-back people, and it just drives them to anger. And you have to be able to defend against it. And I want to point out, before I rewatched the movie, I thought I was going to have to devise this new style of martial art, just based on the dude's mannerisms and things. But if you give the movie a watch again, you will notice that the dude does practice martial arts. He is a martial artist, and he must have at least had more than a smattering of experience. He, at certain points in the film, you see him exercising, staying limber, so that he can perform movements if he has to. And now I know a lot of people are going to say, "Well, wait a minute, no. The dude's getting his ass kicked all throughout the movie." But I would posit that the dude is a bit of a pacifist. He's not an absolute pacifist. I mean, he's not willing to let himself die in order to not perpetrate violence on another person. He's looking at, but he doesn't want to perpetrate violence on somebody unless it's absolutely necessary. In other words, all the violence that he sustains, he believed that he could take it. And in the instances when he did it, he defended himself, like when the marmot got into the tub. And if you watch that, by the way, that's just further proof of his martial art prowess. I mean, you throw a marmot in the tub with you, a strange one, by the way, and see how well you fare. He was walking pretty easily when he got out of there. He managed to fend off all the attacks of that wild beast. But there was also another section of the film where he practices Bagua and Tai Chi. And there's another scene where you can see he has a familiarity with animal styles of Kung Fu. So I would say he's just holding back. He figures, there's no need for me to take these people out because they can't really harm me. And so he just goes with the flow because the dude abides. That is, the dude abides until the dude strikes. All right, everybody, as I said, there are 3 distinct styles that are present in DudeFu. You have Bagua, you have Tai Chi, and you have animal styles. So while this not only gives me a chance to celebrate the film and a film of my own, it also allows me to introduce some elements of another style into our teachings, and that is Bagua. Bagua is a very, very important style in Chinese martial arts, and it is also one of the newest of the traditional Chinese martial arts. It got its it was first introduced in it's past the mid 1800s. It's like the late 1800s by Donghai Chuan, who was supposedly a Taoist priest from Wudang Mountain, and he decided to come down from the mountain in his 30s and teach it to everybody. He wound up becoming a guard for the Empress Dowager, I believe. Became one of her bodyguards. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, and there was also, if you watch, since this is Hong Long Wuxia, if you watch Tai Chi Master with Wu Jing, or his American name is Jackie Wu, it came out in the 90s. It was actually a sequel to Tai Chi Master 2, which was also supposedly the same character, but earlier in his life as a schoolboy. Anyway, the Tai Chi Master with Wu Jing, and to be honest, I don't even think it was a movie. I think it was originally a TV show that was maybe like a miniseries, like a 4 or 5 episode TV show, because the filming, the way it's filmed, and the style, it looks like it was done by a television studio. So I mean, it could have just been a super long TV movie, but I think originally it was a television show, and it was edited into the movie. If it was, and you know how I can get the original TV show, make it known in the comments down below, because I would really like to see that. It's one of my favorite martial arts films. And it will be yours too if you go watch it, if you haven't done so already. I think there is a version on YouTube that you can watch. If so, I will post a link down below. There's definitely a fight scene that you should watch. If you don't watch the whole movie, you should definitely watch 2 of the fight scenes. Actually, watch all 3 of the fight scenes between Yang Lu Chang, who's played by Wu Jing, the star of the movie. He plays the founder of Yang Tai Chi, and Dong Hai Chung. Then they have a 2 out of 3 duel with each other, and that was those, especially the ones where they're under the swords, when they fight under swords. One of the best fight scenes of all time, in my view. Anyway, let's get back to the DudeFu, shall we? So, Bagua. So we're going to introduce Bagua. Bagua is known as some of the adjectives that go with it. Is like the tornado style. There's a lot of movements. It's known for its footwork. And you're just always moving in a circle with it. Most of the movements are done slow and measured, but there are times when you use fajing or force, and there's also times, even when you're doing like certain movements, your whole body is not completely relaxed as you're doing. You're just slightly, you're not tense, but you're just like slow. You're ready to get tense at every second, so that when there is a move, it can be done with force, if that makes any sense. But as always, these martial arts videos are not scripted, okay? I try to do it as close to doing a class as I can. Although I do try and edit out the more egregious errors that I can. All right, so Bagua, the most important thing about learning Bagua is the footwork. Okay, so I'm going to teach one kind of stepping. There's a number of different kinds of steppings that you can use. The one that's probably the easiest is the snake stepping, where you're barely taking your feet off the ground and you're sliding your feet along. But the one that's most commonly used is the chicken stepping. And for that one, actually for both of them, you're walking. As you walk, you're walking as if you're walking in mud. So you raise and you press down. And you wait until you get some stability before you move to the next step. And with the chicken stepping, you're raising your knee up. It doesn't have to be to waist height, but you can do it. I would advise to do it to waist height as you first start off, until you get used to doing this, and then you can lower it a little bit. As you're walking the circle, you want to keep your waist turned towards the middle of the circle as you walk around it. I think that's enough rules for right now for everybody to soak up. Okay, so this form that we're going to teach, that we're going to start teaching now, is a short form to introduce you to the style, and it might be the last one. If I don't have enough interest in it, I will discontinue. But if there's enough interest in it, I will continue to develop forms that fit this style of martial arts. The first one's going to be a short form, 3 sections, and we're going to go over the first section today. And so from here, let's see. Oh, the hand shapes that we're going to mostly be using are the dragon claws, the tiger claws, the eel claw, And just a regular fist. Phoenix eye. You're striking with this. I think that might be it for right now. I think those are going to be all the ones we're going to use. Yeah, dragon, tiger, eagle. There might be bird beaks. There's also this one that we're going to be using. This is from the drunken style, which I didn't mention that as being part of his repertoire, but seeing as how much he drinks, I'm sure it is. Although I will say that I really did not see any example of that in the movie. Although we might incorporate some of it in there. There's not going to be a lot because, as you know from watching my film, is that I am not super flexible, and for drunken style, you really need to be, at least to be able to do most of it. I can do some of it, and the some that I can do, I will incorporate in. All right, so without much further ado, let us start. So from here, we're going to bow. Oh, by the way, you could make a Bagua circle in your house. You could get a broom or a stick. You should get a staff. You really should, if you're going to do martial arts, at least get some sort of staff. I would recommend the metal one that I told you about before. Actually, let's just use this. But even if you don't get one of these, even if you just have to get a broom handle, but you want it to be at least come up a little bit past your shoulder if you're going to use it. Anyway, put some tape in the middle, put it down on the floor, mark a spot, put tape on both ends, and then you're going to put tape on the floor here, tape on the floor there, and turn it and the cross, top, bottom, and then do diagonals, do top and bottom, and then you have your own Bagua circle. Use paint. Use painter's tape so you don't screw up your parents' floor or your kid's floor or your roommate's floor or whoever's floor it happens to be. That way you can either leave it down or you can pick it up right away and it's like a little bit of tape, whatever. You can do it also outside, use chalk on the concrete. And anyway, so we're going to be working with our Bagua circle. All right, we're going to start in the southeast quadrant. So when you're whichever way you're facing is north. Okay, and we're going to start in the southeast quadrant of your circle. Okay, we bow. So when the dude steps out to receive the drink, and then under the then it's called under the leaves hide the flowers. For the sake of this form, it'll hereby be known under the bushes the dude hides the dead flowers. So he takes the drink into his other hand and it comes out. And then the next move is traditionally known as wild. Wild ducks come out like a flock, and then boom. Now, okay, so now from here, we're going to do our circle walking. We're going to do a half a circle, although you can do as many circles and rotations as you want. You could just do one step, like a little quarter circle. You can do a half circle, 3/4, whatever you want to do. We're not pedantic. But for our purposes right now, we're going to do a half circle. Excuse me. I just had to, in keeping with the whole ambiance of Dudism I ate before I did the form or before I started the video. All right, so the left hand's going to be the dragon claw, and the right hand is where we're going to hold our drink. And as we're going to start walking this circle here, doing our chicken stepping. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now from here, we're going to raise up with the right leg. We're going to offer the drink with the right hand as we raise up with the right leg. And we're going to smack back with the dragon claw. And then we're going to step back. We're going to step back as we hand off the drink to the left hand, and then we're going to dragon claw with the right hand. And now we're going to step back the other way, doing the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to raise up and offer the drink with the left hand and raise up with the left leg as we smack out with the right claw. So it's bam, bam, bam. From here, we're going to bow, boom, receive the drink, grab the drink, boom, dragon claw, drink. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stepping up, offering the drink, smacking. Bringing your hands in, like so, and then handing off the drink, and going up. And wild ducks come out like a flock. And then we got our dragon claw here and our drink in the other hand. And now, while we're doing this hand is staying vertical, like so. This one is doing all the motion. This one, it's just the arm moving and the hand staying in the same motion. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we're going to offer the drink, raise up, and smack out. Now from here, we're going to step back, blocking up, dragon claws, and one more time, and then we'll add a little bit more. So, we just bowed, we got the drink. We stepped out, we take the drink, and we come up, and boom. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and bam. Coming in, and boom. Now, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not enough room in here for me and all the boys. 6. And now, offer the drink smack, step back, block up, dragon claw, pivot back around, lock up, dragon claw. Now from here, we're going to turn all the way around as we brush the knee and press. We're going to go back the other way and brush the knee and press. All right, so we're going to go from right here. All right, so from here. Oh, by the way, you notice that on the first one, the left hand is underneath. On the second one, the right hand, the left hand is still underneath. So, I hope that's visible in that camera. All right, so from here, bam. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam. Stepping back. Bam. Twisting and boom. And now, stepping back, brushing the knee and press. Brush the knee and press. All right, so now we're going to do it from here. So we just smacked. We're going to step back, walking high and striking. Turning, blocking high and striking. Then we're going to step all the way around and brush the knee and press. And we're going to turn and brush the knee and press. So from here, we're going to step back, turn, blocking high, palm strike. Pivoting to the other side, blocking high, palm strike. Then we're going to step all the way around as we do brush the knee and press, and raise up, set down, brush the knee and press, step back, white crane flips its wing, actually, and then step back. Ching. Once, twice, and 3 times. So from here, we're going to step back, strike, pivot, strike, turning as we brush the knee and press, come up. If you can't come up, just pivot, brush the knee and press. We're going to step back, and a white crane flips its wings once, step back, twice, and turning 3 times. And that is it. We're going to do it once more from the beginning. Actually, I'm going to do it twice more all the way through. Once from where we started, and then I'll do it once starting from here. And then it's going to have to be enough because I don't know how the dude did it when they were filming that movie. But I don't have as many lights on me, and they're not that bright as he had shining on him in that robe, and I'm sweating like a stuck pig. But as the title of the form says, the dude abides. how the dude strikes. So, let us get to it. So from here, we're going to bow. That was a funky bow. Then we're going to go get the drink. We're going to take the drink into the right hand as we come out. Boom. Now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to smack as we're going to smack out as we hand off the drink. Then we're going to step back, hand the drink off to the other side, and boom. Now from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hand off the drink and smack, stepping back, palm strike, pivot, palm strike, turning as this hand is going to start moving down, and this one's just going to keep coming across, coming all the way across the whole time. Bam! And we'll come up and strike. Brush the knee and press with that. We're going to brush the knee and press, but it is a strike. So, boom. Then we're going to step back. White crane flips its wings once and twice, and once and twice. And we'll step back once and twice. That's the first section. So now let's do it from this side. So from here, I'm going to that one. Make sure this camera's running still. I'd be so ticked off. Ooh, battery is almost dead. So let's alrighty then. So one more time from this angle. So from here we're going to bow. And then we're going to go and receive the drink. And then under the bushes, hide the stash. White duck or wild ducks come out as a flock. And now from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to smack as we're going to smack with this hand as we hand off the drink here. Well, we're not handing it off, we're offering the drink here. And we're going to raise up with the right leg, protecting the groin. It could be a kick if it needs to be, but for now it is only protecting the groin. So then we're going to step back as we hand off the drink, and we're going to come up, and wild ducks come out like a flock. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we're going to raise up with this leg, offer the drink with this hand, and smack with this one. So, bam. Now, from here, we're going to step back as we block up and we palm strike. Then we're going to pivot, block up, and palm strike. And then from here, we're going to step back as we're just constantly moving this arm, and we're brushing the knee here to press. Bam. Come up, brush the knee and press on the other side. Stepping back, white crane flips its wings. Once, white crane flips its wings. Twice, stepping back with the right foot as white crane flips its wings 3 times. And so that you can see what that is. We do that in the first Tai Chi for noobs. I think that's the only place where we put that in there. So that move is blocking up with the ridge hand, or not the ridge hand, the reverse bird beak. 1, 2. And you're ending, I mean, you might, because on this we do it two ways. On one, so basically we're going once, and it's going to end up like so, with your weight on your, well, I mean, you could do it the other way too. So instead of coming here, you could go here first. 1, 2, in which case, this is like an accordion. 1, 2, 1, 2. In which case, your weight would be on the other one. So your weight's going to be on the side that comes down last. So 2. All right. So what we're doing is we're coming up with the reverse beak, coming down, just a flat hand, so a crane hand, I guess you could say. And as you come down with this one rises up. You're striking right here. We know brush the knee and press, and we have gone over everything else. Well, all right, we have the first section of the dude abides until the dude strikes. All right, everybody, that is it for today, and that is most likely the last video of the year. So, if you don't come in and drop in on my streams, I want to wish you everybody a happy new year. I hope you had a great year. I hope you have a better one this next year. Hopefully we will see the world socialist revolution come to fruition. I hope and we will bring this other two sections of this form in the coming new year. Happy 25th anniversary to the dude, and Happy New Year to you. Until the next time, everybody. Oh, as always, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments down below what you think, whether you like it or whether you don't like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. So anyway, everybody, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and until the next time, keep practicing.